After 20 years of full-time RVing, our switch to part-timing brought some things that we hadn't even thought about before, like security. We used to be on board our rig almost all the time, but now that it's going to be stored for a good part of the year, what about trailer theft? Today we're going to show you how this 12-pound beast from PACLOCK is a major part of our theft prevention system on board, making sure that no one's going to take this trailer for a ride without us being the ones to do it. Unfortunately, trailer theft is a thing. Whether it's a boat trailer, travel trailer, or some other type, they're valuable pieces of equipment that are unfortunately fairly easy to steal because so many people have vehicles with trailer hitches on them, and all they need to do is back up, put the ball underneath the coupler here, hitch up and go. The only way to stop that is to secure the trailer, and a common way to do that is to make it so the coupler can't be used. A padlock is a common way to do that by putting that through the coupler latch, but this is easily defeated by even a casual thief, and obviously it would be no match for a professional. So we went with a much heavier solution that not only locks the latch and coupler and covers it all, but it's so heavy that it would be extremely hard to defeat. Now, it's in two pieces. The front is the outer casing with a puck lock built into it. Now you'll notice this puck lock isn't like typical locks that you've seen like this before. It has a pointed front to it. The reason for that is to make it extremely hard to drill out because it's hard to put a drill into a stainless steel angled piece of metal like that. It also increases the amount of material that you'd have to drill through because it's so thick. So here's how this works. You put a key in here, just like a regular puck lock, and open that up, and now this entire section lifts off, and it's in two pieces. So this one you'll see, the lock is actually built into the outer casing, so you don't have to have a separate lock. PACLOCK actually builds it in. The intersection right here goes into the coupler, and here's how we install it. We take this section here and put it up into the coupler and latch it in, and now it hangs right here. And then we simply take the outer casing, put the key in and open the lock, slide it on, put the lock up and in, and now this entire area is completely blocked from access so that someone can't put their trailer hitch ball into the coupler. And researching these, we also saw that when someone finds a coupler disabled this way, a common way for people to steal the trailer is to use the safety chains that are on every trailer. And they'll take these and attach them to the back of the truck and tow it away using the chains and take the trailer to an area where they have more privacy and time to work to disable any coupler lock. Well, PACLOCK thought of that, and I'll show you the way it actually gets installed. So let's take it off here first. Having the lock facing down just makes it that much more difficult for someone to access. Okay, now the way this is properly installed and the way we do this is to lock the chains into the coupler lock. We're going to drop them inside it, like so, right inside the lock. Now I'll do the same thing with the other side. Drop it inside the lock. And now the chain will be within the lock when we put this on. Put this across the top, wiggle it on, and now this is really, really secure. The chains can't be accessed, they can't be pulled out. We're confident that our trailer is not going anywhere with this on it. We actually have 4 different PACLOCKs that secure the trailer both when we're driving and when we're parked, and they're all key-to-like. So we'll show you how all 4 of those locks work together. Now, when we're driving down the highway, there are 2 locks that secure the trailer to the back of the truck. One is the stinger lock that keeps the ball and hitch assembly in the receiver on the back of the truck. The other one is this lock right here, which is used whether we're parked or moving, and that keeps the latch down on the coupler to make certain that it won't come open and no one can disconnect it without us knowing about it. Now this alone is surely enough to stop all but the most skilled and determined thief with the time and the tools and the privacy to work on getting this off. This would be a real challenge for anyone to get off of here. But since we have other PACLOCKs available, we're going to go ahead and use the coupler latch lock that we use while we're driving down the highway. Now normally the latch while we're driving is locked on with this lock. Well, since we have it and it's key to like, let's go ahead and use it along with the other one while it's parked here. We just take the pin for the lock, slide it through the coupler latch. Now we'll take the body of the lock and slip it right over the pin. And we have a really seriously protected coupler. Besides the locks here on the coupler, for those times when we're parked in areas that are less than ideal, where we'd really like to have the maximum security possible, we have one other PACLOCK solution. It's a super heavy duty hardened chain that goes through the wheels with a PACLOCK that's keyed exactly the same as the other locks to make sure that the RV won't roll. Even if someone were to defeat the coupler lock, they'd have a heck of a time driving the trailer with the two rear wheels locked together. All four of these are key to like, so we only have to carry one key around. Another thing we learned in our research is that serious thieves can get around locks that prevent the tires from rolling, such as our chain or a wheel clamp. They simply jack up the trailer, remove the wheel or wheels with the lock attached, and install another wheel instead, possibly even using your own trailer's spare tire. Since we use some of the most secure locks on the market on our truck's wheels, made by Advanced Wheel Locks, we added a set of them to the trailer too. Their unique shape and their clever key design is unlike anything else we've ever seen. They're incredibly secure and an additional deterrent to a trailer thief. All of this security makes our rig an unattractive target that will have the vast majority of would-be thieves moving on to easier, less well-protected trailers without even touching ours. If you want to secure your trailer to make sure it's there when you come back to it for your camping trip, we'll put links down below in the video description and the first pinned comment so you can find a PACLOCK that's compatible with your coupler too. They also make lots of other types of locks for any security need you might have while you're out on the road. As always, safe travels and thanks for watching. You can see the regular PACLOCK keyhole is in the bottom. We're going to put the key in here and turn. Okay, you can cut that.